Welcome back. Today, you're about to witness one of the wildest courtroom showdowns ever. Judge Perkins is sitting on the bench, trying to keep order, but the defendant, Mr. Lewis, is refusing to play by the rules. From the very start, tensions are high. Lewis interrupts constantly, calling the judge, bro, and questioning everything happening in the courtroom. He's making bold, shocking claims, arguing that there's no victim, no law, and the courtroom just can't believe what they're hearing. The judge tries to stay calm, warning Lewis not to speak out of turn, but the interruptions keep coming. Every time the judge speaks, Lewis pushes back, demanding answers and refusing to follow the normal flow of the trial. The tension reaches a boiling point as the courtroom audience watches this unbelievable clash unfold. The drama is real, Lewis refuses to sit quietly, the judge stays firm, and the back and forth is intense. Despite all the chaos, Judge Perkins manages to stay in control, setting a trial date and making sure the proceedings move forward. This is not just a courtroom, this is a full-on showdown, and you won't believe some of the things said in here. From shocking interruptions to fiery exchanges, this video has it all. Stay tuned, because every second of this courtroom confrontation is pure drama you need to see to believe.
So I heard you say that you only read the first couple lines. Is there any way we could possibly take another case until you get the chance to read the entire thing? It's only 2 pages.
I'm not going to read this entire thing today.
It's only like 3 paragraphs, the entire thing. The rest are just case sightings.
All right, I'm gonna deny the motion. I will set the matter for.
Is there any way I can get a written? Can I get a written articulation as to why you're denying the motion?
I'm denying the motion because
I would just appreciate a written excuse. Can I get a written articulation?
I might give it to you in writing.
Are we on record? Are we on record?
We're on record.
Okay. Is this court bound by the U.S. Constitution and Supreme Court rulings?
Yes.
Okay, you were denying my motion when I said that I had Fourth Amendment violations, and you're saying that you're denying my motion without looking into it or granting me a hearing to go over my motion, or give me an articulation as to why, a written excuse as to why. I want to make sure that that's what you're saying to me.
You're asking for a change of venue. I'm denying.
I'm saying that I know there's a motion for dismissal, and I'm saying that you, as an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause, if you're not going to uphold my due process and my Fourth Amendment, I'm saying that maybe we could change venues where I could get a real judge.
Okay, I'm denying a motion to dismiss. Okay, I'll set a trial date for you so you can be heard on that type of forum.
I insist that the court give me a written excuse as to why you're denying my motion, so I could take that to the tenor. Okay.
Well, you can insist all you want to.
Okay, I appreciate that, but I'm telling you, you're telling me today why you're not going to look into it or give me a hearing, that's so I can go over the evidence that I have to present to go with my motion. You don't want to do any of that, so I'm just asking that you can give me a written excuse that I could go take and complain against you on, because that's violating my due process. You didn't even give me the chance to say we're going to schedule a evidentiary hearing or something like that. You're going to sit up here and disregard that when I made genuine claims and put genuine evidence in there. At the end of the day, like I said, there's no crime. This is a fraudulent charge. There's no suspect. Y'all suspect me for no crime. There's no victim, no losses. Okay. And in a minute, it's going to be malicious prosecution. So I'm asking you to dismiss this charge or change the venue. And if you refuse to do that, I'm asking you for a written excuse so I can take it to the tenor, sir. That's what I'm telling you. Because if not, I'm going to go to the tenor without it and let them know that you refuse to give me a written excuse, and you refuse to give me an evidentiary hearing, but you just straight denied it. When you just 5 minutes ago, you said you didn't even read it. Now you just denied it. That's conflict of interest. That's bias. That's all that. So let's put it all on record. If you feel just as strongly as you feel, give me a written excuse. If not, let's change venue. Because you're Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. This conflict of interest, you only here to make money, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no crime. Ain't no victim or no loss, bro.
Listen, I'm not your man.
Look, sir. Hey, sir, respectfully, respectfully, you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. You've been on the bench since what, 21? Couple years? You need to talk to somebody. I'm asking you to give me an evidentiary hearing to go over my motion for dismissal with the overwhelming evidence or change venue. Because if not, I'm going straight to the tender right after this. And that's on you, sir. You had this. You did this.
Oh, all right. Now I'll let you speak.
Straight like that.
No, that's all we need. I don't want to hear any more.
All right, cool. It's cool. I appreciate it. This is due process. This is a due process violation. This is a due process violation right now. And the way y'all tried to railroad me when I was ready to argue my trial. I told you I was here to argue my trial. Y'all locked me out. Now you're trying to start the process over. They're not prepared to present a case. I'm telling you. They're not prepared to present an injured party. So what are we doing?
Listen. Please do not say any more. You've already made your record. I've given you that opportunity. If you continue on, especially interrupting me while I'm talking, because I didn't interrupt you while you were talking. I'm not your bro, I'm not your man, and I'm not to be interrupted when I'm speaking. I gave you the respect and the right to speak. Just because you're unsatisfied with the way that I ruled, then that's not my problem. You take whatever. Wait a minute. Let me say it. You take whatever recourse that you feel that is necessary. Now, what I can do, Mr. Lewis, is I can set you a jury trial date. And at that jury trial date, you will have the opportunity to represent yourself or do whatever you want to do and put all your proofs on the record by a jury of your peers.
But I was still like a written.
You order the transcript. It's in the transcript.
I can't even get the court reporter to respond to my voice messages or you to respond to my emails, sir.
The court is not going to respond to your voice message. The court reporter is going to respond to you coming down.
36th District told me to call her today, that I was locked out of my trial date. I had a scheduled trial. The court told me to call her that day, and I called her that day, and now she still hasn't responded. So I'm trying to see if the court that you work for is trying to tell me how the appropriate channels, and then y'all doing it different in y'all court. What am I to do?
I think you're talking about the court clerk and not the court reporter. This is a distinct.
Yeah, I was told to call the clerk the day that I was locked out. The moment I was locked out.
We've moved past that getting locked out.
But that was my trial date.
Yeah, so I'm giving you another.
How soon can I get another trial date, sir? How soon can I get another trial date? That's what I'm asking.
That's what we're trying to do now. A jury trial. A jury trial. I'm gonna let the jury of his peers hear what he has to say. July 23rd. 2024 at 9 a.m.
July 23rd.
2024 at 9 a.m. We'll have a final pretrial the day before.
Why would we need a final pretrial? Why would we need a final pretrial?
Because I said I wanted one.
But that's how you protecting your interest. You protecting your interest, and you're gonna dismiss it on that day. So you're trying to play with me. You could dismiss it today, right? You literally violating my due process. You are literally violating my due process. You can't even give me a written excuse, but you're going to all this whole.
Mr. Lewis, I know you don't want counsel, but is it possible we could talk in a breakout?
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. I am in pro se. I'm in pro se.
Go wherever you want to. Final pretrial of July 22nd. I am. Is going to be July 23rd. All the parties must appear on the final pretrial date, and the jury, and that can be on Zoom. And the next day, the jury trial date is in person. Have a very good day, Mr. Green. Best of luck to you.
This courtroom is electric from the very beginning. Judge Perkins sits calmly on the bench, but the tension is palpable. Across the room, Mr. Lewis, the defendant, is anything but calm. He refuses to follow the normal rules of the courtroom. His interruptions are constant, his tone defiant, and his claims are bold and unrelenting. From the moment the proceedings start, it's clear that this isn't going to be a routine hearing. Mr. Lewis challenges everything. He questions the authority of the judge, the validity of the courtroom, and even the very process that is meant to guide these proceedings. He speaks with a confidence that borders on confrontation, calling out points that most would hesitate to mention in a courtroom, demanding answers and explanations that are outside the norm. The atmosphere grows charged with every word, and the audience can sense that something extraordinary is unfolding. Judge Perkins handles the situation with remarkable composure. Every interruption is met with measured responses. Every challenge is answered carefully, yet firmly. He makes it clear that while arguments can be made, disrespect will not be tolerated. Yet, Mr. Lewis refuses to relent. He addresses the judge casually, calling him bro or man, flouting traditional courtroom decorum. The tension between authority and defiance is tangible, almost like a game of mental chess, where each side tests the other's limits. Mr. Lewis's rhetoric grows more intense as the hearing continues. He questions the very foundation of the courtroom, asserting ideas that shock and surprise everyone present. The room becomes a stage for an extraordinary clash of wills. The judge remains in control, listening, explaining, and asserting his authority whenever necessary, all while maintaining professionalism and focus despite the constant disruptions. At times, the back and forth between judge and defendant escalates into moments of real tension. Mr. Lewis demands answers, refuses to accept denials, and questions every decision. The courtroom is silent but for the echoes of the exchanges. Every statement from the judge is met with defiance. Every defiance from the defendant prompts a measured but firm response. The intensity grows with every passing minute, and the audience can feel the weight of the confrontation in the air. Even with all the chaos, the judge moves the proceedings forward. He carefully explains why certain requests cannot be granted, why certain motions are denied, and what steps must come next. Mr. Lewis continues to push boundaries, refusing to back down, and the courtroom becomes a living example of conflict, patience, and authority in action. Every moment is filled with drama, every word carrying significance far beyond a normal hearing. The defendant's arguments grow bolder and more confrontational. He challenges everything, questions motives, and refuses to acknowledge the limitations set before him. It's a test of endurance for the judge, who must maintain control while responding to ideas and claims that are outside the normal legal framework. The tension rises steadily, punctuated by sharp exchanges, quick retorts, and moments where the courtroom collectively holds its breath. Despite the relentless interruptions and challenging behavior, Judge Perkins navigates the situation with skill. He sets a trial date, ensuring the case continues, and establishes boundaries that cannot be crossed. The courtroom, meanwhile, is a stage for this dramatic struggle, a collision of defiance and authority, where the ordinary rules are pushed to their limits. What unfolds is not just a legal proceeding, but a story of conflict, control, and human behavior under pressure. The audience witnesses the intensity of a courtroom pushed to the edge, where patience is tested, authority is challenged, and the drama is tangible in every interaction. The exchanges are unpredictable, the rhetoric intense, and the tension unrelenting. Every statement made, every interruption, every response is a part of a narrative that captures the imagination and leaves viewer on the edge of their seats. Even as the trial date is finally set, the room remains charged. The confrontation has revealed the extremes of human behavior within a structured environment. Mr. Lewis has refused to conform, and the judge has maintained authority with composure and precision. The tension between them highlights a dramatic struggle, one between challenge and control, chaos and order. The proceedings serve as a testament to how unpredictable and intense courtroom dynamics can become when decorum is disregarded and authority is directly challenged. The audience is left captivated, watching every word, gesture, and reaction. The exchanges, heated and continuous, unfold like a story, revealing moments of tension, frustration, and unyielding persistence from both sides. Throughout it all, Judge Perkins demonstrates an unwavering focus. Even under constant provocation, he listens, responds, and guides the hearing toward the next steps. Mr. Lewis continues to test boundaries, creating moments of intense drama that ripple through the courtroom. Every interruption, every challenge, every statement adds to a narrative that is as compelling as it is intense. By the end of this extraordinary exchange, viewers have witnessed a confrontation that goes far beyond ordinary courtroom proceedings. The drama, tension, and human conflict are unrelenting. This is not just a legal matter, it is a full-blown battle of wills, where patience, authority, and defiance collide in real time. Every reaction, every response, and every argument contributes to a story that keeps audiences engaged, astonished, and completely absorbed from beginning to end.